Hi and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Friday evening. Happy Friday! Hope you're looking forward to a nice weekend ahead. Nice practice today. Plenty of different poses, a nice variety of poses. So as always, throughout the practice, listen to your body and only do what feels right for you today. And don't forget to let us know when you complete a practice, so that we can add you to our roll of honor at the end of the month, which is coming up very quickly, next Tuesday. So do let us know when you've completed practice. So let us begin by lying down. Making yourself comfortable. Let the legs come out long, the feet flop out to the side. As you give yourself permission to slow down. Let go of everything that's going on in your life and in the world. Just spend this next 30 minutes connecting your body with your mind through your breath. And let your attention go to your breath now. As you inhale through your nose, filling your belly, pause, and then exhaling through your nose. And taking 3 more breaths like this, elongating that exhale. And then when you're ready, bending your knees, rolling over onto your side, coming up to kneel if you can, if your knees and hips will allow you. Kneel on your the toes of your feet, so you're getting a nice stretch onto the feet, and your spine is nice and tall. So if your knees are objecting to this, you can always be up tall, but keep those toes curled underneath you, so you're getting that nice stretch of the soles of the feet and a nice long spine. Bringing the hands into prayer. Close the eyes. Let's take 3 breaths here. Starting to bring the core into play here. As you exhale, drawing up that pelvic floor, belly button in and up. And then coming down onto all fours and stepping up onto your feet, having your feet hip width apart, equal weight on both feet. And we're going to hinge at the hips to come halfway down so that your spine is nice and flat and long, gaze looking down at the floor. Keep a softness in the knees, so it can be always a temptation to lock the knees when you're like this. Keep them soft so your legs are doing the work, not your knees. And draw the arms out into a T. which will just help the shoulder blades to flatten. And again, we're going to take 3 breaths here, engaging that core with each exhale. And bend the knees, coming up to stand. And let's shift the weight into the right leg, bending that right knee. Cross this left leg over the right leg. You can double cross if you want. And then with the arms, bring that left arm into the center and wrap the right arm around it. Raising the elbows up. Hands away from the forehead, then lifting that left leg, finding your balance. Let's take 3 breaths here. Unraveling the hands and the legs, coming back to stand. Let's take that to the other side. So bending this left leg, just cross the leg over to start with. Keep the toe on the ground till you get your arms ready. So remember when we were down with the arms out, the shoulder blades were nice and flat. Now, when we bring this twist into our arms, it stretches out the shoulder blades, gives them a nice round stretch. So get the arms right and then lifting that foot up, find the balance. And let's take 3 breaths. Unravel the arms, bring the feet to hip width apart, palms facing outwards, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, finding length in that spine. 3 breaths here. Keeping a softness in the shoulders, the jaw, anywhere you hold tension, just release it. And then bringing the hands onto the hips, we're going to step the left leg back. Step it back and line the heels up with each other. So we're bending this right knee. That left foot is stretched back as far as is comfortable. Toes pointing kind of towards the top left-hand corner. The body is looking along the long side of the mat. Raise those arms up into the T again and then just turn the head. Again, engaging the core here. Soften the shoulders, release any tension in the upper body. And 3 breaths here. And then let's just take that to the other side. So swiveling on the right foot, turn the left foot to the back of the mat, bending the knee. And again, taking 3 breaths here. And drawing the arms down, turning both feet out so they're away from each other, and then coming down into a squat. So just watch the knees, they're going to want to fall in, try to encourage them outwards, engaging the core. And again, let's take 3 breaths. As you exhale, see, can you just drop a little bit lower? And then making your way back to upright and to the top of the mat. Coming down onto your knees and having those knees hip width apart so you can fit kind of a fist between your legs. Coming to upright, and we're going to take a nice camel pose here. So hands on the back of the pelvis, elbows looking at each other, facing each other. And we're going to take a nice back bend here. So slowly beginning to arch the back, open the front, raise the gaze to the ceiling, and then breathe. And coming to upright, bring the hands down onto the mat. You might need to shimmy back a little bit if you're up near the top of the mat, because we're going to come into a puppy dog pose. So coming down onto the forearms, let the forehead come onto the mat, and then stretch the arms out for your puppy dog pose, feeling that length in the spine after the back bend. One more breath here. And then lowering the body down onto the mat, forehead onto the mat. Draw those arms back so they're either side of your chest. And lifting up, coming into a cobra, so rising up. So you've got some weight on your hands. If you want, you can bring it all the way to an upward dog. So take the weight off your legs as well. So you're on your feet and your hands. Keeping a bend, a softness in the elbows. One more breath here. And bringing the knees down onto the mat, come to tabletop. Allow the spine to just soften and lengthen after that back bend. Keeping a stillness here. Engaging the core with each exhale. One more breath. Step the hands forward a little bit and draw that right knee up to the center, crossing the right foot in front of that left knee, and then just step the left leg back a little bit. We're going to start in an upright half pigeon pose to start with here. As again, we take 3 breaths. Feeling that stretch in the glute. And then lowering the body down. Draping yourself over the leg onto the mat. And then coming back up as we just draw that right leg back and take it to the other side. So left leg comes into the center, walking that left foot across. Let that right leg come back. Bringing the hands back behind the knees so we come into a half pigeon pose to start. One more breath here. And then lowering yourself down. Softening the body as you do. So it's just the position you have your legs in that is allowing the pose to develop. One more breath. Making your way back up. Let's just come to sit. Whoops. Come to sit with the knees bent. And we're going to lift up into a boat pose. We're just raising the feet up off the mat. Let the arms stretch out. Engage the core. Keeping that softness in the shoulders, the jaw. Two more breaths here. And let the feet come down and the legs come out long. Toes pointing up as you sit, nice and upright, lengthening through the spine, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Keeping that activity in the core. One more breath here. And then we're going to bend this right leg all the way back. So your right shin is parallel to that long side. And bend that left leg so that shin is parallel to the short side. And then take a little turn towards the left so we get this lovely torso stretch, hip extension. One more breath here. And coming to upright, stretch that right leg out. Step the left leg across it as we take a twist. Keeping that right foot flexed. Feeling that spine rotate. One more breath here. And then as you straighten up, keep the right leg where it is. Draw the left foot against that right thigh. If you can just shimmy your torso around. So now your right leg, instead of being in front of you, is to the side of you. Let's put that right hand down onto the right shin. Draw the left arm up and over. Letting that gaze and chest look kind of out and up so that your shoulders stay in line with each other. Each exhale, just deepening that fold. And coming all the way up to come back and sit with both legs out in front of you. And then we'll take all of that on the other side. So bending this left leg, drawing it behind you so it's parallel with that long side and the shin parallel, the right shin parallel with the short side, and then taking the twist. Allowing the whole front of that body to open, almost pushing the pelvis forward. One more breath. And as you come back to center, let the left leg come out long and step the right foot across. Let me just swing around so I'm still facing you. And bringing that left hand against the right leg for your twist. You can hopefully get a little bit deeper now that we've already done that pigeon pose. You've already had quite a stretch to the glute here. So you can hopefully just get a little bit deeper. One more breath. And coming back to center, let that right foot now go against the left thigh and then shimmying around so that your left leg is out to the side. Putting the left hand onto that left shin, raise the right arm up past the ear. And again, deepening the bend with each breath. Making your way back up to sit once more with those legs out in front of you. One more breath. And then making your way down onto your back, lifting the feet up. So the soles of the feet are looking at the ceiling. Keep the knees bent. Draw the arms in between the legs and then hold on to the outside edge of the feet for your happy baby pose. If you like to have a bit of movement in this pose, do. If you prefer stillness, take that stillness. Two more breaths here. And then releasing feet, let them come down onto the mat and let the knees fall over to the right. As you bring your arms into a T and let the gaze go to the left. And then taking that over to the other side. And back to center. Let the legs come out long. The arms come down by the sides, palms facing upwards. soften the body and release. Letting go the feet and your legs. Letting go your glutes and pelvis. Letting go the back of your body and shoulder blades. The front of your body, chest and shoulders. Letting go your arms and hands. Head, face, jaw, chin. The whole of your body, just let it go. And allowing gratitude to fill your heart. Gratitude for being who you are. And gratitude for all that is good in your life today. And let your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose, into your belly, pause, and then exhale. Observing the breath moving through your body, connecting with your inner self, and spend a few moments here.